Summer.
And I'm Nasir. It's Monday, March 9th, and you're watching the Mont Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Mont Morning Show. For this month, we don't have a lot to cover, but if you would like to live stream or are interested in being an announcer or working behind the camera for any girls' flag football games, report to Mr. Newble's room to sign up.
Now, this next story has students talking about what after-school clubs that they want to join. That's right, a plethora of after-school clubs here at Belmont Charter High School. It sounds like a rumor, but it's real.
The Ignite After School Clubs we have to offer are Monday, Sister Circle, Dungeons Dragon, Open Gym, Hooked on Yarn. Tuesday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Combo, Health and Fitness, Cosmetology, Afro Emer. Wednesday, Open Gym, Beyond the Bars, Chess and Cosmetology. Thursday, Hooked on Yarn, Cafe Combo, Health and Fitness, Chess, Cosmetology, STEM. And Friday, Open Gym, Game Club, and Sister Circle.
Now, Rap Fashion News on February 27th. Rapper Fink, Mink, and Nespin walked Demna's opening fashion show for Gucci, which stands as a designer first proper opening outing since being named Gucci newest artist director last year. For Mink and Net, both the Gucci alignment comes at an ideal moment.
Let's see what the skies are up to. Over to Jesse with the forecast.
Good morning, Belmont. As you can see, we're looking at clear skies over Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Let's go into this week's forecast. Monday, we have the highest of 71 degrees and the lowest of 50. Tuesday, we have the highest of 56 degrees and the lowest of 54. Wednesday, we have the highest of 80 degrees and the lowest of 53. Thursday, we're at the highest of 57 degrees and the lowest of 32. Friday, we're looking at the highest of 45 and the lowest of 47. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Jesse. Gaming news today. Fans of Ghost Yotai and Samurai games alike rejoice with the soon-to-be release of Ghost of Yotai. Legends, a new multiplayer DLC bringing together 4 players, unique bosses, amazing cinematic, and stunning visuals. If you don't know Ghost of Yotai, a sequel to the massive success of Ghost of Tsushima, and is a story about a vengeful mercenary named Atsu hunting down the 6 people who killed their parents. The DLC is expected to release on March 10th of this year, so get ready to play as it is free for anyone who owns the release game. See more through this short ad.
Long ago, in the wilds of Eso, demons terrorized the land and subjugated its people. They were known as the Spider, the Oni, the Kitsune, and the Snake. Many fought back. Many were cut down. Nothing can stop a true warrior from vengeance, not even death.
Now let's get into our interview with our very own Muzi with the CEO of Kramer's, who is also our merchandise designer.
Good morning, Belmont. Today I'm here with your very own Matthew Lake, the CEO of Kramer's. How you doing today, Mr. Randy?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
We brought you in to ask you a couple of questions. So we know that you're a very busy man. So we wanted to know what's a day in your life like? What's from start to finish? What's a day in your life?
Thank you for asking. So I wake up at 4:45 a.m., which is pretty crazy. But Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality, he would wake up before everyone, put that work in. So I wake up at 4:45 in the morning. I attend to my emails from the previous day. I'm available 24/7. I actually say 25/8. I'm available all the time. So we do a lot of business in Pakistan and India in regards to producing our products, and that's kind of when they're awake. So I have a lot of emails at 5 a.m. Then I work out from 6 to 7. I come in and shout out to my wife, Gina Marie. Without my wife, none of this is possible. I come in and my baby's there, my 6-month-old Cameron, blessing from above. And I have breakfast and I'm on my way to the warehouse by 7:50 a.m. My warehouse has a ton of embroidery machines that are going. They're doing polos, they're doing cardigans, they're doing absolutely everything for different schools and different zip codes everywhere. I'm pushing projects forward. So I pick up what's done at the embroidery warehouse. Then I go to our main warehouse on Frankfurt Avenue, and I open that. I get everybody ready for their day in advance. I, once again, print the emails because I know what we're producing, I know what we're making, I know what's on deck next. So I print everyone's emails, I put them at their desks, I welcome everybody to work. And then it's showtime. I go to 2 or 3 schools, partners like you guys. There's different events daily. I like to support anything and everything. I've coached basketball. I made your track uniforms. You know, so I'm always around doing crazy stuff. I was pied in the face like 14 times last year, 3.14 pie day. So we're always active at our school partners, and I usually do that to around like 1 o'clock. Then Kramer's Uniforms just recently expanded into Delaware. So I take 95, I go to our West Philly store, I check in there, and then I go to Delaware and I check that store as well. So I've been living like 3 days in one day for like the last 3 months, but that's how you make it happen. Hustle makes it happen.
Yeah, I feel that. So basically, I'm hearing like you have like a basically got like a blessed lifestyle and stuff. So I was asking like what's like when you were younger, like was this like a career like you plan on doing for like a long term time, or like it just like so happened it came?
Yeah, that's a wild question. So I wanted to be a pro athlete. Who doesn't want to be a pro athlete? Then I'm 5'8". You know, what kind of pro athlete's gonna be 5'8"? That's crazy. I wanted to be a chiropractor. I have 3 herniated discs in my back from playing lacrosse because I actually thought I'd be a professional lacrosse player for a minute. Went to Towson to play lacrosse, messed my back up, got into like science and what's wrong with my back. How can I help myself be better? Wanted to be a chiropractor. Looked into that, had a couple internships. Then I worked for ESPN for 2 years. I worked in radio for ESPN down the shore. I taught 3rd grade. Right, I did everything. So I went to college at Towson University for English literature, and I figured if you could speak well and present yourself in an eloquent manner, you could do anything. But that would be like marketing and advertising and things like that. Ultimately, the way I got to Kramer's was wild and crazy, but no, by no means did I ever think I'd be Philadelphia's premier uniformsman.
Yeah. So I have another question. Focusing more on Kramer's, like that's really where your name is at. So I was wondering, like, throughout your like your whole Kramer's career, like what's like your biggest accomplishment that you completed, or like and like another goal that you have planned for yourself in the future?
So I actually have notes over here, and I have something that I'm gonna say, and just being here with y'all made me realize something really like wonderful. I'm really proud of our relationships with our schools. I'm really proud of my ability to do this. I'm really proud of my ability to hire kids from the schools and kind of like grow up with them. I had mentioned my 6-month-old Cameron earlier. My wife and I had been trying to have kids for 4 years, and we had faced a lot of triumphs and tribulations. No, just a lot of tribulations for 4 years. And then eventually we were blessed with baby Cameron, and my wife is my ultimate soldier, and she's my everything. But for 4 years, I had 40 kids every summer because I hire from Belmont, and I hire from Cristo Rey, and I hire from all of my schools. And those kids come back year after year, and I see them succeed. And although I now have my own son, very blessed, thank you, I still have 40 kids every year. So I'm most proud of my relationships, Kramer's relationships over the past 100 years with our partners, with our schools, and the community. Because without the community, we don't have employees, we don't have customers, we don't have a business. So I'm really humbled and appreciative for our relationships throughout the community.
That's tough. So basically, I had another question I wanted to ask you. I was wanting to ask you, like, do you like what's like a project that like got coming up, like any like new merchandise, anything you have coming up that you want to shout out there?
That's a great question. So we're always looking to evolve the fashion line. It's interesting. So we got into sports jerseys like 2 years ago because I thought if I'm doing school uniforms, I'm with the principal, I'm with the dean, I'm with the scholars, you know, like I could also present sports jerseys. The athletic director is usually just down the hallway. So that was a really cool turn for us. And that enabled us to do like bomber jackets and like 4-way stretch hoodies. We got like some new track joggers coming out. Kids like different types of fits now. It's funny, things are coming back from like when I was a kid. So like I almost wish I kept a lot of my stuff from when I was younger. But fashion works in mysterious ways, and ultimately you guys call the shots. So hopefully you guys are working on something cool that you'll share with me. And we look forward to making that for you.
So I wanted to go back to like a question I asked you when you were going through like the little adversity, like the little problems you had, what's something like you did or like somebody did for you that like helped you get through those tough times?
So, interestingly enough, one of the biggest adversities of my life was during COVID. All like the world shut down, schools went home. So I kind of thought like, will there be uniforms again? Right? Like if you think about it, none of you guys were wearing your uniforms at home. You know, if you even were at the screen that day. You know, you could put like an outline of your body next to the pillow and you don't feel well and you're definitely not wearing your uniform. So for like a year, I thought, oh no, what if there's no uniforms? But at the same time, I'm a dog and hungry dogs run faster and I hustled 50,000 masks. So I was selling masks sublimated with schools' logos. I met your principals and your CEOs in the streets, masked up during COVID, selling masks so that I could still pay my employees even though they were home because the world had shut down. And during COVID, when the world was shut down, my warehouse burnt down. We had a 4-alarm fire. And I just recently looked at the article because it's been a long time, but that was like the saddest day of my life when we burnt down. It was during COVID. And I'm a little old. I don't know if you guys know Odell Beckham Jr. He was like, you know what I mean? Kind of sick catch. He had a quote that he used to have like incredible touchdown celebrations, but then he stopped because he always thought like people were coming to do that and they were like watching him do that. And as my warehouse burnt to the ground and I had sunglasses on, I had a hat on, I was like crying because that was my grandfather worked there. Like I've worked here for 10 years. Like what am I going to do? Oh my God. People were going live. People were like taking pictures. People were like not cheering it on because everyone was sad. It was a community pillar. But like something crazy like that rattles a community. People react like really crazy ways. And for me, that was like the saddest day ever. And my uncles had an opportunity to sell our business because we had just burnt down. We didn't even have any inventory. So the business is our relationships. The business is the schools. And a bunch of other uniform companies called us. We thought to wish us well, but they were really just to see if they could buy our business. And my uncles reinvested in me. And we opened within 6 months directly across the street. We were ready for back to school season, but back to school season never happened. So that was a whole nother year where we just spent 3 times as much money trying to ramp up a new warehouse and time to be there, to do what we do in the community. And so that was really tough. And so my advice for adversity, and I went over this morning, I could do better at this, is to breathe, pause, breathe again, and then figure it out. Because I am a doer, and I'm really passionate, so I tend to like overreact to things or make things happen really quickly. And sometimes you really need to breathe. Yeah. So that's the way I handle adversity. And my wife's the best. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I do like 100 career days a year. I love career day. I hire from the career day. Can't wait to see it at one of my stores. I got you. Looking forward to it. Thank you. Learn a little bit about a lot. Learn a little bit about a lot. Yeah, I do. So if this is your job, look this way. Step back. Take some perception, right? See what other people are doing. Because the more you know, knowledge is power. That increases your value. Value, worth more money, get a higher title, be worth more in your industry. So always learn a little about a lot because you never know who's going to be unreliable the next day. You might have to fill their role. All of a sudden, you just got a promotion. You know what I mean? So learn a little bit about a lot and be nice to absolutely everybody. Being in schools for the last 12 years, I've seen some of the wildest things happen. And I always make sure I have like an extra beanie on me or a pack of mints or a big hat or a chain for the last person I see on my way to the parking lot because you never know, one, what they're going through, what their day's like. Always be nice to people. But I've seen people work in a parking lot or be like a janitor and they're the dean of admissions now because they put that work in when nobody was looking. And I've been there for 12 years and I've seen people grow. I've seen myself grow. I'm not the same person I was 12 years ago. So be nice to everyone. Treat everybody with respect because you might cross that bridge again and make sure that they're excited to see you there.
Did you find anything on Elpis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
Thanks, Moisey.
That's all the time we got for today, but don't worry, we'll be back with more interviews, updates, everything Belmont.
Remember to stay curious, stay kind, and keep showing that tiger pride. For everyone here at the studio, thanks for watching.